Hey guys, welcome back to the Aaron Vlogs today. So, I never thought I would make this episode happen. My mom never wanted me to do this episode. I am officially leaving in just about 3 more episodes waiting to go. So, might as well just drop this episode onto YouTube and see where it ends up, how many views it ends up with. I don't really care anymore. So I think it's time that I end up telling you all what the hell's been going on. I don't remember, or I don't know if I ever told you this, how I really felt on my 16th birthday. Let's go ahead and talk about that first. So, when I was 16, it was April 28th, 2025 actually, because we're already in October. So, it was April 28th, it was a Monday, it was 2025, of course. I was so happy. I woke up so early on my birthday. I was so excited to go to school. I don't know, I felt so happy. Then I got picked up during my 7th period, which was history at the time. I was a sophomore. And I remember I was going to go pick up my cake with my dad. And we picked up this big cake. It was an Oreo cake. Favorite. It's like a tradition for my birthday. Like, I always go get like a Oreo cake and I always eat it. It's always my tradition for my birthday. But anyways, going into my birthday. When I got picked up, I came home. Of course, I was living over there at the time. I wasn't living here. When I was living over there, I remember I had my phone with me. Didn't have a cover. Where's my phone? It's over there. Let me get it. So I remember having this phone, but I remember not this having the case. Let me take off the case for a minute. Wait. So I remember, So I remember my phone just without the case. It was like the blue covered case. And then, like, later on, I bought the case. My mom bought the case, so that was pretty nice of her. No, it's like this. I am going to change it because I've already had it for, like, a very, very, very long time. So it's already time for a change. Okay, so going back into it. What the? Okay. So, the part where things got worse and things got bad is we went to the restaurant and someone that really I don't like thinks we're on good terms. We're not. This is probably going to be the scariest episode I'm ever going to have to film and ever have to do. I'm ready. I've had a crazy, hectic childhood. My aunt, I'm not going to say her name for confidential reasons, my aunt watches the Ivy Vlogs. I know that because I found out from my mom. 2, the only reason why she watched an episode was because I called her out on an episode. I don't remember what episode I called her out on. I remember it was on season 1. I was calling her and my mom out because they did not find a stupid phone. Not this one that I bought with my money, but another phone that I felt like my mom never trusted me. And so then I remember her, my aunt, telling my mom, saying, I don't want to say my mom's name, but I remember her saying bleep to my mom and saying, have you seen this episode where she calls me Ben because that's my real name, she doesn't call me Ivy. She said a bleep saying all this and stuff and this and stuff and stuff, and she's like, no, I haven't seen it. And she's like, you should watch it, you should watch it. So then I remember my mom called me out, and like she called me, I think like on the phone, or she talked to me face to face, I don't remember. And she just said like, why did you like post this, why did you, I'm like, who cares at this point, who cares? It's done, you know? And so then, going back to my birthday, my mom knew that I really, really don't like my aunt. I can't even be in the same room as her anymore. Like, physically, like, we're in October already. I cannot be in the same room as her. I cannot talk to her. I cannot hug her. I cannot say I love you to her because I have so much beef with her. If I see her face, my hands start getting like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Like, I start panicking. I start like shaking. I cannot. I just get overly anxiety if I'm around her. So I can't. So I told my mom, this was way before my birthday happened. It was like 2 weeks ago, before my birthday happened. I told her. She's like, so what do you want to do for your birthday? And I said, I don't want my aunt to be there. I remember she was working at the house, as a provider at the time. And she was my brother's provider, and she and I got into a fight. Of course, we always get into fights. It's always her problem. Always. And I told my mom, I don't want her at my birthday. Like, I'm being dead serious. I don't want her there. And of course she said, okay, I won't bring her there. What happens the day before my birthday? She ends up bringing her. She says, I'm bringing my sister. So yeah. And I was like, can I bring my friends? And my mom's like, no. I'm like, oh, so you can bring on time Mother Gothel to my birthday, but I can't even bring my own friends. Good to know. Good to know. And here's where things got ugly. I'm about to tell you. We came home after we went to my favorite restaurant, Lynn's. If you all haven't been there, go check it out. It's called Lynn's Grand Buffet. It's really good food. Love the place. Here's where things got ugly. Fast. Came back from the restaurant. We went home. We went to go celebrate my birthday. Came home. That's where things got ugly. I didn't have a panic attack. I did not start shaking. I didn't start like having like any kind of panic attack or shaking or anxiety or anything. I had anxiety. Trust me. I had a lot of anxiety in my heart. But I couldn't do anything. I was like my hands were like everywhere, like just like, you know, shaking about. And what else happened? We came home. I know I should already say, what do we do after that? Because we're just saying, we came home. Okay, so we came home. Came home, and then I sat down at like the table, and there was tons of presents there. And we were going to celebrate my birthday. We were going to cut the cake. my dad didn't want any cake at the time because, well, I guess like he was full from like lunch, so he went back to his room. And I remember it was me, my brother, my mom, the newer provider for my brother. She's really sweet, she's really nice. And then of course Mother Gothel, which is my aunt. Since I can't call her, since I'm not gonna call her her real name because of confidential reasons, I'm just gonna call her Mother Gothel. Mother Gothel aunt. Aunt Mother Gothel. There you go. I remember the drawer is still kind of like broken in the other apartment. It's kind of hard to like close it. I remember my dad and my aunt were, I don't know if they were fighting, but they were like kind of like yelling at each other. And I was the one who said, "Yeah, enough!" And she just looked at me like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Kind of look, you know, like this look, like that. And my dad, at that moment, I was scared. I was thinking like, that's it, I'm dead. I don't know what I'm gonna do at this point, because, you know, it's my birthday, like, I don't know what to do. My mom didn't want to say anything. She didn't want to do anything. She just wanted to just like, that's what she wanted to do. Like, I could see, like, she wasn't doing shit. She did not, like, say nothing to me. She just, like, she was just quiet as a bee. And I was like, I just looked at her, and my aunt just looked at me dead in the eyes, like, "You're dead," like, kind of look, like that, right? So my dad was like, "It's okay, it's okay." Like, I was, like, expecting that he was gonna get pissed off at me. I was expecting that he was probably gonna, like, I don't know, like, get mad at me. But he didn't, because it was my 16th birthday, so he didn't, like, really, he didn't get mad at me, which surprisingly was okay. I wasn't mad about it. I was just like, okay. So they stopped. And then sorry. And then I remember them singing happy birthday. And then I remember I didn't want to talk to her at all, because I knew how she is. And if you're watching this right now, my aunt that's watching this, because I know that you're watching my show apparently for my mom. If you're watching this, can't say anything. I don't really know what I'm gonna really tell you, because I don't talk to you. I don't even want to talk to you at all. I don't want your money. I don't want to be in the same room as you. And even if I were to even talk to you, I will just ignore you. I remember, before getting into the rest of the story, I remember when she was working there at the other apartment, I was living over there at the other apartment. At first, we had a good conversation. At first, we had a good relationship. But I remember she used to do these things that would make me cry all the time. She would say strike 1, strike 2, strike 3. When she would get on strike 3, she wouldn't buy me a Christmas present, and she would show it off in front of me like my brother got more than I did. I mean, like, how would that make you feel if one of your siblings got more and you got nothing? You know? I remember, I think I got like 4 presents at Christmas. It wasn't last Christmas. It was, I think, about 2 Christmases ago. I remember getting 3 presents from my parents. I got some from my friends, and I remember I got 3 presents from my parents, some from my friends. My brother got more from my aunt. And I remember that it was like she was like showing it off in my face, saying like, "Look at that, your brother got more." I was like, okay. I was over here heartbroken. I'm like, how could you do that? How could you not like give me anything? You know? Sorry guys, it's just I wanted to make this video, but it's really hard to like break down and talk about it. My mom never wanted me to make this video because it's none of your business it's none of your business to upload that video and do it. I'm like, I experienced it. I can make that video if I want to. It's nobody's concern to tell me otherwise, to tell me like you can't make that video because like it's like telling me you didn't live through that experience. Like, oh, so was it your 16th birthday? Are you turning 16? No, you're not. I was the one turning 16. I was the one that had to live through that trauma, not you. So let me finish what happened on my 16th birthday. I'm actually crying. Oh gosh. So, after we sang Happy Birthday to Me, after I opened some presents, I remember Mother Gothel, Aunt Gothel, she got me a card instead of a present. So I didn't want to talk to her. And I know the way of like giving someone a card is like having the person give you the card. If I'm in a mood with you and I don't want to talk to you and you have already just caused pain and shit to me, I am not going to put up with you. I'll just take the card and I'll leave. I am not going to talk to you. I am not going to talk to you. Nada. So what happened was, I'm just going to show you. Pretend this is the card she gave me, just for an example. This was the card, right? Pretend like this was the bed right here in my hand. The card was just like laying like this. And I just took it like this. And I went straight to my dad's room. Because I was full on pissed off. It was my 16th birthday and I was literally crying. Literally crying. And then she came up to me. And I remember her telling me, "You don't get the point to yell at me. You do not get the right to yell at me." And I was just over here like, okay. And then, oh wait, no. She did say that, but she didn't say that when my dad was in the room. She said that when I was in my own room. Yeah, she said that when I was in my own room. When I asked my dad to open the card that my aunt gave me, I just said, okay, thanks. And then I went straight to my room and I opened it there. And then she got all pissed off. And then she came into my room because, of course, I closed my door. I always have my door closed because I don't like to have my door open at all. Like, my door is always closed. I'm the type of I'm the type of girl that always likes her door closed. So what I do with my business is my business, not your business. Okay? Thank you. So I had my door closed and she's like, "It does not give you the right," or like she was just yelling at me, and my mom did not stand up for me that night. She it was like she just let her yell at me. And I was just like there, okay. Like, I was just taking her yelling at my face because I didn't want to put up with it. So she was just yelling at me, and I'm like, okay, go ahead. I'm done. I think I remember telling her something. I don't remember what it was, but I think I remember what I told her. I told her something. I don't remember what I told her. What did I tell her? Something. I'm like, okay. But then, like, I know some of you are probably gonna think of me like, why would you do that to your aunt? Why? I'm like, really? But yeah, that's what I went through. 16th birthday. And then after she left my room, after yelling at me, I started crying more. And I thought the crying was tears of happiness, tears of joy. But I cried that night. I was still doing the Abby vlogs at the time. I think I did around that time we were doing season 2 or season 3 at the time. We were doing season 2 because season 3 did not come about until August of 2025, so we were still doing season 2. I think I remember I had my laptop open. Yeah, I had my laptop open, and I was shaking, I was crying, I had a panic attack, I had a mental health attack, because I had an anxiety attack, and I had a shake panic attack. What a shake panic attack is your hand starts shaking really fast and you can't control it. That's what I had. Like, my hand sometimes shakes at different hours when I get nervous, when I overthink sometimes. But I was shaking on so many levels I can't even think possible. I wanted on that very next day or that night, I wanted to release an episode saying that, oh, this is how I was feeling. You couldn't believe what happened my 16th birthday. I was just crying. I'm like, and then I remember I was telling my mom, I want to release this video. I want people to know the truth. And I think I remember her telling me that same day or that same night, I need to tell you something. I was like, what? And I looked really pissed off at her. Like, she didn't even stand up for me. She told me that night, your aunt, Bleep, watches your videos on YouTube. And I was like, which ones? There's tons. Like, there's a lot. And she's like, the Abby vlogs. I was like, no fucking way. And at that moment, I did say fucking way. Because I always control myself when I'm talking to my mom. When I'm talking to my friends, it's another thing. I always say fucking, I always say bitch, I always say asshole, I always say all the words that I can think of that are bad, like bad words. But when I have my mom present, I always control myself when I say bad words. And I said, no fucking way. And she's like, excuse me? I said, no, I'll repeat it again if I have to. It was like, I think the night after my birthday is when she told me that, like, she was watching my videos. I was like, what the hell? And she was like, and you can't, like, tell anyone, like, about this. You can't upload this video, like, da-da-da-da. And then now I cleaned out my, my drawer here, and I found some pictures of my cousin's wedding. I'm not going to say her name, but my cousin's wedding. And I have these 2 pictures here. Do want to share them. I remember at this event, it was a wedding reception. Of course, he was so gorgeous, so pretty. Loved the place so much. I remember being there And I remember one thing. I remember what I remember. At the time, before my aunt, she didn't make a full-on scene or anything. What she did between the night, me and her were sitting together at that place, like literally right close to each other. And I think at the time, I wanted a good relationship with her. And it really took a toll on how she was being with me. There was this booth at the reception where this team, I don't remember what it was, but what they were doing was, I'm not going to show you the picture yet. What they were doing is they were like kind of like coloring you out like on paper or on white piece of paper, and they were like drawing you out like if you all were like an anime character or whatever. They were like drawing you out. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like so cute. And when I showed my tia at the time, she was like, you are not a girl. And I was just there like, okay. And I think I remember speaking up for myself one time, and it was at my cousin's wedding. She told me that one time, I don't get you. I'm like, what? I literally said, what? And she says, why do you have to act like this? Like, why? And I was like, why don't you like it? It's like, I'm like, it's really pretty, isn't it? She's like, no, it's not. I was like, oh, okay. And I said, I need some air. Like, I felt I couldn't breathe, right? So I'm like, I need some air. And she's like, right, because you don't want to face it. I was like, okay. My brother was the one with my dad, and it was just me and her at the table. My mom went to the restroom, and I was like, I need some air. So I told the people, like, in the area who's having the party, they're like, whoa, 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 where are you going? I was like, do you have any area where I can get some air? And they said, down to the left. So I went down to the left, and it was like an area, I'm not even joking, it was an area where you could literally sit down and like just see the stars up there. And I was like, okay, we need to come here more often because this place is gorgeous. So I'm going to show you one of the pictures from the wedding that day. So this is one. This is the second one. So these are the two pictures that I still have saved from the party that night. And when I looked at these pictures, it reminded me of what she said that night. My cousin's mom and I are really close. I remember I do have this picture of her. I don't want to show you all this picture because I like to have permission to show people on my platform on the show, so I'm not really going to show you all the picture because I would like their all's permission to like put the picture on here first. So yeah, so that's what I feel more comfortable with first. So that's how I felt. That's how I actually felt. What else do I remember? I think that was about it. There was this time, this does not have to do with my 16th birthday, it's another topic. It's the last topic about her. She wanted me to stay with her one time. It was my freshman year. Me and her were gaining a good relationship. Everything shook the boat. My mom, my dad, and my brother got exposed to COVID. My aunt was the only one that took me in and said, I will take care of Ben, which was me, and I'll take good care of him, and I'll take him to school. That way he doesn't have to feel like he's exposed to COVID. So she tested me for COVID that night, and I tested negative, and I was the only one, like a fighter to COVID in my family. So I had to kind of, how do you say it correctly? I had to pack a bag and leave my family, and I had to go with her. At the time, it was the only option, and my parents agreed with it. I agreed with it at the time because I thought me and her were going to be on good terms, but apparently we did not. I got to the stay and it was nice. She let me stay in this old back room. I think I remember I had a phone back then. At the time we could use our phones during class, I remember. They didn't have the law back then. And I remember that, I don't know, like the way she spoke to me, it was like she was yelling at me, and I already am dealing with that with my first period class, history class, and I have an aide in there since I'm in special ed. I'm in special ed and I have an aide in the class, and it's really hard to be in special ed sometimes, and it feels like you're getting picked on. By some of the staff. So I resonate from my old self. I know what my old self was going through because I'm going through that same pain right now. I'm going through the same shit my younger self went through right now. I think I was only with her for like about 2 weeks, and between that second week, I was done with her. I was full on fucking done with her. I wanted to go home on the bus so badly, and I couldn't. I remember her yelling at me in the morning to get up. I'm the type of girl that I like to cause a fight kind of way. In the morning, she did not put up with shit. She was only helping out my mom to help out me. That one eventful evening, she wanted me to deliver some food to my family's house over there, right? She delivered it, and she says, the only thing I want you to do is deliver the food and get back in the car. That's the only thing you should do, and that's what you're gonna do. Did I listen to her? Very damn well I didn't. I delivered the food, right? Waited. I waited at that door. Not this door, but at that door. I waited at that door till one of my family members came out. My dad came out. And I hugged him in a while. I hugged him so much. Like, so much. She just looked at me like that. And my mom's like, you can't hug him, he has COVID. I said, I would say I don't give a fuck. I can say that now, but at the time I'm like, I don't care, I'm gonna hug him. Because I was crying as hell possible because I miss him. I miss my mom and I miss my dad. So I hugged him so much, like this. And of course his back was hurting at the time, but I hugged him so much and I couldn't stop hugging him. So I hugged him so much. And then my aunt came out and said, get back in the car now. She was yelling at me. She was pissed off. Did I go back in the car? No, I didn't. No. Since we were living there at the apartment over there, I don't remember if we were living upstairs or downstairs at the time, but I do remember that the car was parked in the back alley. What I loved to do was go in the back alley, sit on the car, and just like look up in the sky. That was just like my comfort place, you know? So I would always sit on the car, roll myself back, and it'd feel like the car would be like driving itself, you know? And she's like, let's go. And I'm like, I'm not leaving. She's like, I will make you leave myself. I said, go right ahead. I'm not getting off this damn car. And then she came out. No. And then she said, I'm going back into my car, and if you're not there in 5 minutes, I'm leaving. So then after 5 minutes were over, I went back into that car. And she had a mask on, and she's like, we're gonna go test you right now. So then I tested myself for COVID. I was negative, of course. But then that night, I said, I wanna go home. She's like, you can't go home. Your parents have COVID and you're not about to get it. So then I was like, take me home. And she's like, or what? I said, or you don't want to see, or what? Take me home. And she says, I'm not taking you home. I said, you will. Trust me, you will. And she's like, I'm not going to take you home. No. I said, trust me, you will. And she's like, trust me, I won't. So then what did I do that night? I called my mom. I was crying so much because she said, I'm not going to be taking you home. I'm not going to take you home. I don't want you to get COVID. And I told my mom when I was crying, I can't live with her anymore. I can't. Pick up me. You need to pick up me like right now. I can't do this anymore. I can't live with her anymore. I mentally cannot be okay, Mom. You need to come pick me up now. And I remember her telling me, I can't pick you up, honey. I'm sorry. And then she says, why don't you get your stuff ready and we can go pick you up during car pickup tomorrow? And I said, no, you have to pick me up right now. I can't deal with this. I cannot deal with it. And she says, I'm sorry, honey, I can't pick you up. I'm sorry. And so then she was going to bed that night. And I was crying and crying and crying that my parents couldn't pick me up. And then it was like 12:30 in the morning is when I called them to come pick me up. I could not stay there because I was crying, full on crying all night long, and I could not stop crying. So then that was when my dad finally came and picked me up. It was like 12:45 in the morning, I think. And he finally picked me up. And I hugged my dad so much, and I cried so much. And I hugged my mom so much too, and I cried so much. I think it was like, that second week is when they finally picked me up. The first week, my aunt took me to therapy. And this was like after, and this was all right after, let me think, right after, this was right before I delivered the food at my family's apartment. And I remember going to therapy, and I remember the speech therapist was getting mad at me because I wasn't listening. And I'm thinking in my head now, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry that I was dealing with shit, that you had to be yelling at me for crap like that. So after that happened, I remember her yelling at me in the car. We were on a ride home, and I just ignored her. I didn't want to deal with her. And I called my friend, and I said, I need you to talk to me, and I need you to tell me anything. And my aunt's like, hello, are you talking to me? Are you listening to me? I'm like, yeah, So I remember having my phone like here. I was like, hey, can you like, of course I'm not on an actual phone call, but I was like, I was talking to my friend at the time, but right now I'm not on an actual phone call, but I'm going to show you what I was doing. I was like, hey, Bleep, can you, talk to me about your days? But like, I was like literally not saying that. I was just like saying like this, hey, so how are you doing? And she's like, girl, why are you like calling me? Like I'm busy right now. I said, that's great, darling, that's great. And of course she was like, darling, you never call me darling, what the heck? And I was like, so how's your life? How you living? And she was like, and she knew right ahead. I'm not friends with this girl anymore, but she knew what I was going through at the time. She was like, she already knew at that moment when I said, hey, how's your life? How you living? She knew something was wrong. So when she got the message, like when I said, hey, how you living? She knew something was wrong. So she said, what's wrong? So I said, I just don't know what to do anymore. I'm crying and I'm crying, I'm crying. And she's like, calm down, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. And she tried to calm me down, and my aunt was over here yelling at me. And then my friend's on the phone with me, and she's like, who's yelling at you? And I said, I would tell you, but I'm right next to them. And she's like, so your mom? I said, no, it's not her. And then she's like, is it your dad? I said, no, it's not him. And then she's like, let me guess, it's your aunt. I said, yes, it's her. And then she was like, just breathe, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. And she was helping me through the whole thing. And when I got home, I said, can you not hang up the call? She's like, I'm not gonna hang up, it's okay. And she says, I remember she was really busy that day, and I never called her in case if I was really in trouble or if I was really like crying. So I was full on crying and I could not stop. And I remember she had to do something, and she's like, hold on, let me just cancel something. So she canceled all her plans that she was doing to make sure I was okay. That's a real good friend right there. But we stopped being friends because she started talking shit about me. But over that, but it was like over something else. But over that part, she was a real good friend for that. And we got home, and I did not talk to her. I went outside, and I went to an area where she couldn't even speak to me, where I couldn't even hear her voice. And then I said, okay, I'm at outside. I'm in the backyard, and I'm here at my aunt's house. She's like, "What's wrong? Tell me what's wrong. Tell me what's wrong." And I said, "I want to go home. I want to go home. My mom, my dad, and my brother are been exposed to COVID." She's like, "You want to die now too?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want to die, but I can't live like this anymore. I cannot live in the same place as her, you know?" So she's like, "Do what you want." And she got fed up that I wanted to kill myself because of COVID. Because if some people actually have been killed because having COVID, you know? So she was scared too that if I went back to living with my parents, I would have been dead. So I went back the second week. Of course, I already told you all that my parents came. I went back the second week and I felt fine. They got better quickly and I was feeling much better. So that's what happened with my aunt and me, and why we're not really speaking on terms, and why I can't talk to her anymore. And the provider that's new, the new provider, bleep, I don't want to say her name. Right now she's not working right now because of, I think her back is not working. So I always see my aunt here. And I think I remember yesterday was Friday, October 10th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, October 10th. And I just got out of school. And and it was 12:30. And I was trying to call my mom. She wasn't picking up. So I called my dad and he picked me up from school, and he freaked out that we were all getting out at 12:30 because I guess he forgot that we were getting out at 12:30. So the reason why my mom didn't pick up my call is because she was on the other line with the provider. And I told my mom, "When do you think she'll be coming back?" Because, you know, I like to talk to her about my day, and she's really nice to be around. So she was telling my mom that her back was still hurting, so she might need more time to heal. So my mom's like, okay, that's fine. So she didn't come back. She's not back yet. Next week, my aunt is still working. So what does that really show me and tell me right now? That Mother Gothel, my aunt, and I have another thing to tell you about her. First, she quit the job that she was working. Why? Because it was too much for her. She was already going through a whole lot, and she didn't want to work anymore. So she quit. After she quit, she didn't want to work coming to work at what time does she work? From like 10 o'clock in the morning all the way to like, I don't know, 7 or 8 o'clock at night, or 10 o'clock in the morning all the way to 6 o'clock at night, or 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night. Who knows? I don't remember the schedule top of my head. But she was like, I told her, my mom was like, "So when is she gonna come back?" And my mom's like, "Your aunt's probably gonna be working here longer." I said, "Are you kidding me?" And I think in her mind, she probably thought like it doesn't matter to you because you don't live here anymore. And she probably thought that. Who knows? She probably did. She probably didn't. I don't know. But I don't know. And here's the other part that really broke me, really shattered me, and it just made me cry a lot. And I don't remember my mom telling me this. She's like, "I thought I told you." I'm like, "You never told me that. You never told me that." I remember this like it was yesterday. My aunt came. She's now getting my brother out of the apartment because, you know, he's always on his TV, he's always on his phone, and he's always just like addicted to it. Like, I'm always addicted to my phone here. I gave birth to this baby. Like, hello, it's my baby. I have to take it everywhere I go. What pissed me off, and my mom agreed to it, what pissed me off is that why the fuck, and I'm using the word fuck because this is my channel, this is my show, and I can say whatever the fucking words I can fucking say. So this is the part where I got really fucked up. Why the fuck are you gonna want to spend your free time either on Saturday or Sunday and say, you know what, let me go ahead and work how many hours she has, money, to be with my nephew? Like, why would you want to have money, like money? Why would you want? Okay, sorry. Why would you want? Doesn't make any sense to me. Why did she want to quit? First, she wanted to quit because she didn't want to be working during the week, which is fine. So they went to another company. I'm not going to say the company for confidential reasons. But I will say is that when she left, bye-bye. When she left, bye-bye. When she came back to working on Saturdays and Sundays. But when she was working here Saturdays and Sundays, she was working under my care. She left working under my care because I did not like her, I did not love her, I did not want to be around her, and of course, if I was around her, I wouldn't say I would kill her or anything like that. I would just say, get out of my face, I don't want to be around you. I wouldn't want to say that because, like, she would have just be like, I'm going to go tell your mom. Like, go ahead and tell her. Go tell her. What are you going to do about it? She can't do nothing. Now, even if she became my provider, if she were to, like, find out, like, oh, why are you doing this? Go ahead and tell her. My mom cannot do anything anymore. As of right now, she can't do nothing. Excuse me. She cannot take away my phone. She cannot take away my TV. She cannot take away my earbuds. She cannot take away literally anything in my life anymore. Because why? I am not in her control anymore. She is not the person to ground me anymore. My aunt can't do anything in her advantage anymore to say, oh, let me go just tell your mother that you did this, that you did that. Go ahead and fucking tell her. Because you can't do shit anymore. You don't have the ability to do that anymore. Why? Because I moved out. Why? Because I can do whatever the fuck I want. You can't say otherwise. You can't say otherwise. And the other person I'm telling you is my mom. The both of you can't say otherwise because I moved out. I can do whatever the fuck I want. But I can't wear a dress. I can't wear heels. I can't really do the girly things I want to do until I'm 18. That's the only things I can't do. I think that when I was just a little kid and going to be like a teenager, I think now in her mind, she thought that she had all the ability to really control me, to make me like, I shouldn't say her toy to play with or whatever, but it was kind of like her toy to play with. Where, like, in sense, was like, she was like You did this. You shouldn't be doing that. Let me go tell your mother. See what she can do. You know? And now, if I were to do shit like that, she can't do anything about it. She can't say, oh, like, bleep, bleep, bleep. That's what I'm telling my mom. That's my mom's name. Bleep, bleep. I can't say your full name because I don't want to say confidential reasons, so I'm just saying bleep, bleep. So she would just go to my mom and be like, oh, he did this and this and this and this and this. And I'm like, what? So what? You can't really do anything. You can't tell me to take a video down. You can't tell me to say, okay, we're going to go back to taking away the phone. Go right ahead. Go ahead. Take away my phone. Oh, wait, you can't. Because it's not your control. You're not the one who's paying for it. And you're not the one who bought the phone. So you can't be the one to take away the phone. So I think in my head that she thought that when I was just, as a teenager, just living over there, she thought she had more control of getting me in trouble. And she doesn't. She does not have any control of getting me in trouble anymore or any longer because I am not living with my mother. So if she thinks like, oh, I have so much control of getting you in trouble, that's why I probably moved out. Those are one of the reasons why I probably also moved out. Is because you don't have any control over me. I can be here all I want. I can sing so many songs all I want. I can sing explicit music if I wanted to. I can dance however I wanted to. I can make TikToks the way I want to. And you can't say shit. So, going back to how I felt on what she's doing on the new job. She is now working Saturdays and Sundays. She works by taking my brother to her house, and takes care of him like if she was under his care or her care or whatever. And what makes me fucked up, sick, disgusting about the whole damn fucking thing is that, like she's getting paid to watch him, but like, it's your nephew. Why the fuck would you want to get paid to watch your nephew? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, I would get that if it was coming from a friend. If I asked one of my friends, like, I would give you, like, I don't know how much money, like, for example, $50, I would give you $50 to watch him. Then yes, I would understand that. But coming from my tia, my aunt, no. If I was a parent, for example, I would say no. You're gonna watch him because I want you to watch him. You're not gonna watch him because of money. That's ridiculous. That is fucked up. That is just like, are you out of your fucking mind or something? It made me cry. It made me so pissed off. I can't do anything about it. I can't. But now it's like she gets so much money because she's working for my mom, which my mom loves so much. But what it hurts me is that she doesn't want me to speak out truth. When she's over here telling me that she's the type of person that believes in God and that she always wants me to tell the truth. Newsflash, mother. Why do you want me to always tell the truth, never to lie? But then when I'm trying to explain the truth of how my aunt really is, you don't want me to tell them about that. When it comes to that, you're like, no, don't talk to them about that. No, you don't want me to say shit about that. Because you know that if I were to tell them about that, you would know that it would be true. It's really, really horrible that I go through all this fucking shit. And now Christmas is just around the corner. Literally just around the corner. And I cannot believe that last Christmas I bought her a Christmas present after all the shit she's put me through. I thought that I was being nice for once. I bought everyone Christmas presents. I bought my dad a Christmas present. I got my brother a Christmas present. My mom a Christmas present. And I wanted to be nice. And I got my aunt a Christmas present. Blech. Now this Christmas, I'm not buying anyone a Christmas present because I need to save my money for my best friend. He is like dying to get his hands on his favorite Singer hoodie, so I promised him to buy it. So I don't break promises. So yeah. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk to you all about today. Excuse me. And then there's something else I wanted to talk to you all about. When it comes in the mail, of course I am gonna videotape it. I am gonna take it out of the unboxing thing, and I am gonna be like, okay, so let's put it on. I am gonna be like that. So I told my mom a couple of days ago that I wanted to get a tattoo, and she said no. And she said for her to go get a thumbtack. I think I have a thumbtack so I can show you all what she meant. Here. She says, let me go get a thumbtack. This is the thumbtack if you don't know what a thumbtack is. She said, let me go get a thumbtack so then she could prick the thumbtack through the skin and you could see the blood coming out and you could see the pain, right? And I said, I'm getting a tattoo. And she's like, no, you're not getting a tattoo. And I said, yes, I am getting a tattoo. And then she says, no, you're not. I can easily just close your account like that. And I said, I'm getting a tattoo, and end of story. And she's like, I don't know who you think you are. You're not getting a tattoo. And I said, I am getting a tattoo because it's a fake tattoo, mother. And she's like, still, you're not getting a tattoo. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, it's a temporary tattoo, which I am getting. It's already in the mail. And I'll show you proof that if y'all don't believe me. It's already in the mail, and I bought it off the TikTok shop. For the first time, I finally felt up to the courage to get it off the TikTok shop because when I'm buying things off the TikTok shop, this is my first time ever buying this off the TikTok shop. But when I get to the point where I want to buy something and it's for me only, I was trying to search up temporary tattoos that I could buy for myself, and I finally found the one that I wanted. And it was only how much money did it cost me? Let me check. Hold on. Excuse me. It only cost me $7.21, which was not that bad actually. So, it's called 66 Sheets, Flowers, Temporary Tattoo Stickers, Roses, Butterflies, and Multicolors, Mixed Style, Body Art, Temporary Tattoo for women, girls, or kids, waterproof, removable, long-lasting tattoos. So, they're really cute, tattoos just to put on and just to have them. And I ordered it. When did I order this? Let me see. I think I have a picture of it. it's right here. I bought it Thursday morning at 6:40 in the morning. And the estimate delivery date was supposed to be between October 15th and October 19th. The order placement was on October 9th, 2025. And it told me on TikTok that it was already in shipped. So the package should come between October 3rd, 13th, and 14th, which is next week. Which is this week, actually. So that's pretty good. It would be nice if it came on Monday, because Monday I have literally no school, so that's good. But yeah, so I'm kind of happy that I'm gonna get a tattoo. My little sister, she already got her tattoo. I got pissed off that she got a tattoo. Oh no, scratch that. It was $7.80. There you go, $7.80. But I got mad at my little sister that she got a tattoo. And I'm like, and I was like this, like, please tell me it's gonna come off, come off, come off, come off. And she's like, the only thing that's coming off is my skin. And I'm like, I got it. We'll just cut off your arm. She's like, no. But at first, she's like, don't you like it? I said, okay, yeah, I do like it. But I was scared seeing the rebellious side come out of her, because like she's like the sweetest girl ever, and I never really saw a rebellious side come out of my little sister. So it was just like, when I saw her, I saw my 13-year-old self in her when she had her tattoos on, and I was just like in my head thinking like, now I want a real tattoo, and now I want a tattoo, because I've been wanting a tattoo since I was 13. But I never got that tattoo experience because my mother was always like, let me go get a thumbtack and let me go show you how it really feels to get a tattoo in your body, you know? So I was like, no. So then that's why I never got a tattoo. So then I was like feeling like all sad that I never got a tattoo. So now I'm happy that, first of all, that I already bought it. My mom at first, she was gonna give me, how much money she was gonna give me? Like $8. And of course I was already gonna have a $30 in my account. But I took it upon myself and I bought the tattoo myself. Because I want a tattoo, and I'm not gonna say what other people say otherwise. I'm gonna buy it. For me, if I wanna buy it for me, I'm gonna buy it for me. So, since I already bought the tattoo and it's coming soon, I bought the tattoo, it's coming soon. What else? Tattoo's coming soon. I'm gonna put it on, we're gonna unbox it. Of course, we're gonna unbox it. Can't wait till we get to school. And honestly, it's gonna be my first time putting it on, so. But we'll see what tattoos I'm gonna put on, because I know it's gonna be 60 in one pack, so it's gonna be pretty wicked, pretty new, and this is like my first step going into my rebellious side, so it's gonna be pretty wicked. So yeah, pretty much. But yeah, that's the episode. I'm just gonna say that today's episode was the scariest, emotional, breakdown, crying episode ever. But this episode would just be the personal truth episode. I really wanted to release an episode talking about a little bit about her, my aunt, but I was never allowed to. But now, since I'm not really living over there, I'm not really living up to my mom's standards anymore. I'm buying whatever I want without her permission. I'm getting a tattoo now. Yeah. I I guess like she's not gonna see me as this person who's you know, her child anymore. I guess I hope she sees me as like a different person now. A good person, but still a different person. A good evil person. Alright, so that's all I have time for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next episode of the Vlogs. I hope to see you on the next episode. I am not going to post another episode until I get my tattoo. That's when I'm going to unbox it with you guys, and that's when I'll put it on with you all watching. So I will see you all in the next episode when I get my tattoo. So I love you all so much, and peace out. Bye.